Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. And I wanted to do today a kind of a quick haul. Show you some of the things that I've gotten recently at Goodwill. A bit of it is for a Bond themed for as my channel is, and some of it's just going to kind of introduce you to some of my other hobbies and other things that I like. So wanted to go ahead and get this started. I'll show you some of the things that I found recently. And item number one I found yesterday, which is this jacket. Nice light jacket. The label on it is Steady. It's called Steady. So it's kind of a lightish grayish, just kind of a gray jacket, but it was just clean. It was just had a clean cut to it. It's got a button up cuff, got the zipper. There's pockets on the outside, no pockets on the inside. It's a very thin jacket, but what a nice, it was a great, and it cuts right at the waist, just below the belt line. So it's a nice kind of a short jacket. I mean, I really liked the cut of it, and I got it for $5. It's like brand new. So that was pretty. I thought it was kind of a nice Bond style to it. So I was happy to find it. All right, so here's some other items that I found. Now I'm going to be doing another video based on this theme, but here's one item I got. So James Bond, the movie themes, and I got it for 99 cents. No, actually, I think it was half off. I think it was half off that day. So I actually got this for like 50 cents. And not quite sure it was worth that. So if you've listened as a Bond fan, maybe if you've listened to I don't know, what would you call it? Just off brand or off Broadway productions of Bond music, or just kind of covers. That's what I'll say. Low budget covers. So here's what is on the back here. James Bond. In the history of filmmaking, no series of movies has produced as many memorial musical themes as James Bond. This collection of exciting vocal renditions brings together the best of Bond for you. So you could see the different Bond themes on there. You got Goldfinger, You Only Live Twice, and Tomorrow Never Dies, All Time High. So I'm going to be doing another video just based off of cover music. And actually, I'm going to be calling that video, Thank Goodness for Cue the Music. So we'll leave that little teaser right there. Okay. So the next items I'm going to show you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I could not believe I found these. So here's an item I was so excited to find. So Life, James Bond, 60 Years of Bond, Dr. No to No Time to Die, all 25 movies in here. And I mean, it was in pristine order. It's like brand new off the shelf. So there we go. Got Roger Moore. And it goes through every single movie, gets its own 2 pages as well as other information. I got a lot of video ideas coming out. So one, I might just go through this magazine with you From Russia with Love. I also just finished From Russia with Love, the book, um, and it really was an enjoyable book. So I've got a number of book reviews I need to do. So yeah, I've got a lot of video ideas, and a lot of it's just based off of these things that I've been finding. This was like $2.25, right around there. That's what I got this for. And I when I saw it just sitting there on the shelf with all the books, I was like, no way, you got to be kidding me. All right, so there's that. Now, these I did not, the next two items I did not get at Goodwill. I did find them at like an antique store. And I saw them. I was like, hey, I've got a record player. Um, I got to get them. First, Goldfinger soundtrack, original motion picture soundtrack. So, Goldfinger. It had a plastic cover. So plastic cover on there, and little bit of wear and tear on the package itself. You can see this was there was some rubbing, like probably against other records. That happened on this, but there's the artwork on the back. List of songs, and what I liked was when I took out the record and took a look at it, the United Artist, the record logo, the four colors there, and when I was a kid, I remember seeing these United Artist records for different soundtracks and listening to them. But yeah, let's take a look at the record itself. There's a few scratches, but no like real major ones. So this was actually in pretty good shape. Pretty happy with it. So to me, that was a really nice find. It's a really soft paper. You know what this paper reminds me of? That this goes in, the way it feels. The floppy disks. The was that the 5.5 by 3.5? The floppy disks used to go into the like the Apple IIe computers, and then they had little sheaths that you would put the floppy disk in, and this is that exact same material. Okay, so Goldfinger. That's pretty exciting. I was excited to find that one. And so I'm flipping through the records. Let's get the plastic back on this. There we go. All right, so I was excited to find that, right? Yeah. And so I'm flipping through the records, and about 3 or 4 records behind that one pops up this one, The Spy Who Loved Me. And I'm looking at this going, oh, is this the original time that it came out? And I'm looking for a date. So let's take this out. Here's the back. Look at the back for you too. Actually, we'll take the plastic out of this one. Again, little wear and tear. You can kind of see the outline of the record. and where it's been rubbing probably against other records over time. And here's the back. We've got the artwork on the back there. List of songs. And then when I checked out the inside of this one, here's the inside of this one. And the record, the label on this one, I was like, oh, that's an interesting label on this one. Original motion picture score, United Artists. This was a little bit of a newer logo for United Artists at the time. And then let's see, I'm looking at the record, saying, is there a year on it? And yes, right here, 1977. So 1977. And we take a look at the record itself. And this one was flawless. A little dirty, actually. Could use just a little cleaning. But no, I mean, almost no scratches like at all. This one was in really nice shape. So those were the only two records that I found. And maybe towards the end of the video here, maybe we can have ourselves a little bit of a listen. So let's go ahead and put the plastic back on this one. And then, yeah, maybe I'll be able to, we'll do a little cutting and pasting and with some video editing, and we'll get these onto a record player. Okay, now on to just a few other hobbies and stuff. So I do like, memorabilia of other sorts as well. I don't have a huge collection. I probably at this point in my life is kind of when I'm starting a little bit of a collection. So that's why I'm enjoying these things. You drink a coffee. Sorry, there's my mug. My daughter got me this mug when she went to Disneyland. She got this at the, it's supposed to be like droid oil, a can of droid oil. And all right, so yeah, some of the other things that I like. So I think I've mentioned this before. I really do enjoy Star Trek. I'm big into Star Trek and Star Wars. I mean, and just movies in general. Big Bond fan, but love movies in general. But Star Trek, I do like Star Trek quite a bit. I found this magazine. Actually, it was a TV guide. I got this at Goodwill. It was this TV guide, and it was Star Trek: Four Generations of Stars, Stories, and Strange New Worlds. So it's got original series, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. And when did this come out? This was spring of 1995. Spring of 1995. So, so I was not used to a TV guide looking like this, and because when I remember getting TV guide when I was younger, they were like book size. Um, they weren't like big huge magazine size, but this was just a collector's item. All nothing but Star Trek was in here. Tons of pictures, tons of articles. It even still had the poster. There's a poster in here. Let's see if I can give you a sneak peek. I don't know if I want to take the poster out, but I was trying to figure out, okay, well, who's in it? And it's kind of, I don't think I'll be able to get a good view of this for you. No, I won't. I can't get a good view of it for you. But it's the crew of Voyager. So they have it's just a poster, uh, size picture of the crew of Voyager. So that was pretty cool. I mean, I think I got that for just like $1.50 around there. So that was just a nice little keepsake, and fun information to look at, really. All right, so here's another little bit of memorabilia I got. I wasn't sure if it was an older version or not. So I looked it up after I got home and just like, nope, nope, it's a newer version. So not worth anything, but a really cool piece of memorabilia because I remember having one of these when I was a kid. The old speak and spell, a speak and spell, and so this was pretty cool to find. I put new batteries in it. Works brand new. Cleaned it off, and I was thinking at some point maybe doing an ASMR video with the speak and spell if I could control the volume a little bit better because it's got the. Let's see. I'll say, this might even be a little bit loud. I may have to edit the noise, but let's turn it on. Spell level A. Press go to begin. All right. So yeah, that could be something fun. All right. Next were some books that I found, and now I'm going to be looking out for the rest of them. Probably looking at bookstores and stuff like that. Um, but I found a good chunk of these Battlestar Galactica books. So I got number 3, and there was number 6, 7, 8, and 10. So this was so yeah. So I'll be checking some used bookstores, and that's from over the next while now, seeing if I can't find the rest of them. I think there's actually like 13, 14 of them or something. Um, I was able to find the electronic versions of them. So I do have the EPUBs of them in case I got around to actually saying, hey, I think I want to read through that series. But I'm working my way through the Bond books, right? So as well as some other books. And then I found this one. This one was kind of interesting. Starhawks. Starhawks. I'm just kind of like, oh, that's interesting. What Starhawks Space Adventures of the Future brought to you today. Meet the Starhawks, peacekeeping agents of the Interplanetary Law Service, bringing law and order to galaxies far from our own. First time in paperback. It's like, I've never heard of these stories, Starhawks. So, looks like a regular book, right? I open it up, title page, go to the next pages, and oh, wait a minute. It's a comic book. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. I remember I used to love these when I was younger. These kind of comic books in a book. And this was published, it's 1977 or 1977, 78, 79. So that I was just like, oh, that's cool. I'll get that. I think I got that for maybe $1.50, something like that. Anyway, that's kind of one of my latest hauls, and just some of the items got some really cool Bond items. Oh, I never told you how much I paid for the records, did I? They were some of my more expensive items that I've purchased because I usually try to keep my budget. Um, they cost more than my jacket, but the records were $10 each, which I thought was actually a pretty good deal. So, all right. So, thanks for watching this haul video. I've got other videos coming up with probably using some of these items. And be on the lookout for that one about thank goodness for Cue the Music about knockoff Bond music, and those that do covers of Bond music because um, I mean it when I actually say thank goodness for Cue the Music. All right, we'll see you next time. Take care.